welcome to the My Life as a Teenage Robot Fanbase. I hope you won't mind if we talk about another episode today.
Oh yeah, we are definitely out of here.
And there goes everyone who clicked on this video. In all seriousness, this is an episode I remember having a lot of fun watching, and I know the villain is a fan favorite, so let's do this. We start with Brad going through something so deeply relatable to me, a traumatic flashback to high school. His calculator can't handle the functions he needs for class, so he needs to go to Walmart and buy a $40 scientific calculator. As if this piece of plastic trash is worth that kind of money. Oh, just let me take out a loan so I can afford something I can do high school math on! And would you look at that? Jenny has the rich girl calculator. Why don't you just flex on me harder, Jen? Sorry, I didn't mean to freak out. It's complicated. I know the struggle of the TI-84 all too well. Turns out, this is a statement about planned obsolescence, the process of becoming obsolete, dated, or no longer used. Brad's calculator sucks, which forces him to replace it, creating e-waste that is slowly turning our Earth into the one in WALL-E. In case you didn't know, this is a huge issue with the smartphone landscape, especially considering how drastically the battery in phones lose their capacity over time. Jenny is resistant to the concept of planned obsolescence because she sees these calculators as her brethren. The power goes out, and Jenny gets a ring from Nora, who has probably decommissioned more robots than anyone else.
Jenny's sisters?
Well, the power went out because a new villain just stopped by, Gigawatt. He's draining Tremerton of all its power, making him stronger. Jenny tries to stop him by blasting him with electricity. Looks like someone hasn't seen The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Probably for the best, to be honest. Have you seen what Jamie Foxx looks like in that? Naturally, this blast just makes Gigawatt stronger, allowing him to put Jenny out of action in a single move. Nora was nearby and quickly saved Jenny, taking her back to the lab. Turns out, all of Jenny's power had been drained alongside the power of the rest of the town, putting her out of commission. She still wants to fight, fearing that she may have become obsolete. The last thing Jenny wants is to be stuffed in the closet with her sisters.
I'll upgrade myself. I'll just download something off the internet.
XJ9, no! You'll go blind.
I love that gag. So Nora's solution to the Gigawatt problem is to completely coat Jenny in rubber.
You do look parky in basic black.
Excuse me? What did you just say? Is he hitting on Jenny? He spares her life, giving Jenny the opportunity to run home and come up with a new strategy. Back to Gigawatt, I absolutely adore the creative ways he's absorbing electricity. You can tell the crew working on this episode had an absolute blast with him. For some reason, Jenny expected this fighter pilot strategy to work out, but she got her metallic skin ripped off instead. Still managing to find her way back home, Jenny is determined to find a way to best Gigawatt. Left without any power, Jenny only has the roof of her house and the walls around her. She can make this work. So she created a wooden mech to fight Gigawatt. The only part of her actual body remaining is her brain, hence the title of the episode. Thinking she has the upper hand, Gigawatt simply catches her mech on fire. This doesn't burn the mech down completely, it does make Jenny trip up and knock down the buildings behind her like... Pretty on the nose, guys. Gigawatt has Jenny cornered, forcing her to retreat yet again. It's really looking like Jenny has become obsolete. Giving up, Jenny throws herself in the trash. Tuck comes to see Nora during this electronic apocalypse, followed by Brad. Tuck is terrified by Jenny's appearance, not recognizing her. But Brad immediately knows that the brain is Jenny. She didn't talk. How did he know? So somehow, Brad throwing away his new calculator to rely on his brain tells Jenny that she isn't obsolete, even though Brad just made both calculators obsolete with his brain?
Brain blast!
Well, this was motivational to Jenny, because if the biggest idiot in Tremerton can use his brain to overcome problems, so can she. So the solution is for Jenny to combine her previous plans to trick Gigawatt into getting cornered. Now she can blast him with water, making him shrink. Here's a question. Why didn't Jenny try to use water against him before? And why did water work? Ever hear of Pokemon? That shit doesn't fly. Hopefully no kids try to put out an electrical fire with water. That could actually kill you. This probably didn't occur to Jenny because she wrapped Nora, Tuck, and Brad into this plan, risking electrocution for all of them. But maybe this was smart. How can you become obsolete if you kill everyone who could replace you? Well, Jenny wins, nobody dies, and everything is all good, closing yet another episode of My Life as a Teenage Robot. Mind Over Matter shared some similarities with the other episode it aired with, Last Action Zero. Both episodes somehow involve Jenny's brain, and they both completely ignore the slice-of-life, teenage robot side of the show. I wonder if this was intentional. For a lot of fans, this must be a breath of fresh air. Putting the fire safety issue aside, I actually really love this episode. It's very well paced, and it didn't feel like any time was wasted. Gigawatt lives up to his reputation as a cool villain, and a lot of the visual gags around him are really cool. I love that the show acknowledges the possibility of Jenny being decommissioned and becoming obsolete. Parts of the community have really clung onto this concept as Jenny's fate, but this would never actually happen in the show, despite it happening to basically everything else Nora has designed. I love action-packed episodes of the show, and this is one of the greats in my opinion. I'm kind of disappointed by how anticlimactic the ending was, but it's still very solid overall. Season 2 has been really great so far. I was going into it with my expectations in check, but so far so good. I'm expecting this may end up being my favorite season of the show. Well, we'll know for sure soon enough as we continue our journey through every episode of My Life as a Teenage Robot. I've been your narrator, Andre. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a rating. If you want to reach us, leave a comment. Or check out our other platforms. Links are in the description.
We don't mind if you control us.
It's pretty clever, Orbot.
Early the next morning.
Nobody mind controls me and gets away with it.